Hello, sex change operations. I was presented with a challenge the other day, maybe yesterday or the day before. I read an email about a person who is changing from one sex to the other. I went to the site and had a look, and I wasn't too sure if the person was changing from male to female or female to male because I had my sound down and I didn't listen to the videos, didn't review much. But anyway, I had a communication with this person, and the person said they're changing from male to female. Now, most sex change operations can be done medically. It's called transsexual or transgender operation. Another part, which is another disease they call it, I think, is Klinefelter. Now, I don't know too many things. I've seen a bit of it on, Discovery Channel or whatever it might be, History Channel, about people who have had sex change operations and have to have hormone pills and, la 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 la. I don't think being in the MensHelpTv business is very helpful in the way of teaching men to become women or women to become men. That's my opinion. But, each to their own. And if a person wants to change from a male to female, well, that's what they're going to do. And I don't think there's any way that a person can stop these people from doing it, even if they start quoting Bible verses or the Quran or whatever may be to the person that would actually make any difference in change. Because a lot of people usually would go through psychological counselling also. That field isn't my field of helping people. But I'll leave a link on here for people to have a look at this person's site, and you can either encourage, leave comments or whatever. But the person here is doing a daily blog, as he said, she said, to do with the changes over a year. I haven't really followed it. I haven't listened to it. I don't want to listen to the voices and stuff like that because I could get a bit biased, in my opinion, which I'd rather keep an open mind. But I got married because I wanted to be with a female, and that's just the way it is. And some people are looking to be in relationships with their partner, but they want to be male, but then when their partner wishes that they were female, they go for the operation. I don't know if that's the case or if the person's attached, single, or whatever. But there's a lot of psychological issues that go along with change. Trying to change a banana into a, what do you call it? An apple, or trying to change a banana into a watermelon. Now, for me, that's sort of out of my medical field. I could try to study this and maybe follow this as an understanding of what some men do and what men do to go through changes, but I don't think that that's very healthy for my mental health, because I might be following a cause that I'm not gifted in. So anyway, sex change operations happen, and sometimes people can lose their genitalia due to operation. No, due to accidents. They can lose their balls and dick and everything else in accidents, but some people do it through the mortification process change also. Now, I don't understand much about it, and I prefer to say that I do, but I don't know, later on, this person who on their site calls himself, herself, Kate, will probably be able to answer these things for you from the person's perspective. Anyway, on Men's Help TV, I thought I'd cover this subject. I have met people who have been that transgender type thing over the years where I've been living and so on. I've bumped into them, and a fair part of the time there's mental health issues that come along also, and I mean severe mental health issues. For some, there is no mental health issues, but some women want to change into men, and some women or some men want to change into female um, for various reasons. Sometimes it can be the hype of attention, other times it can be just that's the way they said they feel. As much as feel, I've noticed that some homosexuals will get married together to find out that they want a divorce, and they've gone through all the hard legal processes, and that they have a right to be married, now they have a right to be divorced and now contend at court. I think from a male perspective also, if I had been seeking a female relationship, and say if it was over the internet, type, da 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 da, or whatever, and established a strong bond with that person, to find out later on that they were actually of the same sex, male, going on female, I don't know, there's something genetically or feeling inside me that would say that something's not right to be with a male who had turned into a female, like a chameleon. I don't know, it must be a genetic inbred to actually be questioning your mind. So you would develop a psychological issue there. Should you be because of feeling? Should you be because of love? But I don't understand why I would do that. And I would probably, if I was in that case, I would cut communication straight away, and I'd have to move on and find a female, because I wouldn't want to be with a male who turned themselves into a female. It's just an opinion. That's why I'm married to a female. Anyway, I'm MensHelpTv, and I thought I'd bring up this process of sex change, where a male wants to turn into a female, or is turning into a female, but there's a lot of speculations of many things. As I said, Bibles won't change a person's situation, and quoting words and Jesus said, or Paul said, or Peter said within the Bible, or whatever. You just have to let them do their own thing and move on healthily in your own lives.